So for those who are thinking about it, getting that story out can, where do I start, can be the biggest hurdle of all. And having a team who's experienced working with you, walking with you and working with you can be really useful to build your confidence. And so for some people, one chapter will always be enough. For other people, they then have the option to go on, well, hey, there's a larger story that I'd really like to tell here. Is there an option for me to be able to do that? And so, once I've got that confidence, it's easier to be going on and looking at exploring what are there other ways that I can actually be telling the story.
Something surprised me is that I concerned before that because I'm quite stoic, I'm quite realistic, and I was concerned. I told Archer that I'm not sure I'm able to convey my emotions to the reader. This is something that kind of stuck with me. I usually say that, do you get what I mean? Do you understand what I say? And it's not a good habit because it makes you not so confident with yourself, when you explain something to someone. So when I write this chapter, I try to not think that way. That's why I want to just share my message and showing exactly what happened. And here it comes, the emotion. That's what surprised me.
What you write in the first sentence or the first minute of every time you see it ain't necessarily going to be the thing that goes into the final production, the final, and everyone that's been writing anything from a feature article, what I was doing mostly through my years in journalism, or a screenplay or anything like that, they know that it takes some iterations, but the process of start writing just gets you the juices flowing and get you to start thinking, and one leads to another. So the way to start is to start, as cliche as it sounds.
Well, to be authentic, it has to be real. So when it wasn't real, I had to delay. So I sat down with the God of the universe and said, okay, what's wrong? And we worked it out, because I have this very close relationship with God, and just started remembering the basics, always get back to basics. And that's what I ended up doing. The joy of the Lord is my strength and my stronghold. It's our safe place. And for me, it's really real, and joy has to be genuine. And so I had to wait until that joy was real so it could bubble up and bubble out and get on a page. So that was my process.
But I think that one of the things, again, that I really appreciate was that there actually is some statecraft to writing, and that, from the technicalities of using a lot of descriptive language, how to be able to tell a story arc. And I won't lie, this whole time I thought I needed an MFA, and so I had been looking at a Master of Fine Arts. I'm I need 2 years and go pay someone to teach me how to write. But I realized that the story is still inside, and being able to work with you guys, it was such a educational process, but so efficient in it also. And it never occurred to me that it could be simplified down and be able to get a true voice out. So that's really cool.
I feel it was a blessing to meet you, Dre, at the right time, because without you, I wouldn't have done this. I'm too lazy. I don't want to do all the marketing and all the book cover, all the publishing. So without this opportunity, it wouldn't have happened. And it's kind of helped me want to release other things this year as well off the back of it. So really recommend this team. And yeah, I feel very fortunate, blessed that I met you at the right time.
Getting their message out is the heart and soul and core of what we do. Is really helping people find their voice and putting it pen to paper and putting it in print. So really living that legacy.
I love that.